I'm so happy you're here, and I can't wait to share what we got going on today.
Irrelevant news.
He is more interested in looking virtuous than being a moral-centered person. We have a problem, in general, where people will suppress the way that they feel because they don't want to look weak. I was being very concise, even when I was getting aggravated.
Right there. Let's say it again.
We have a problem, in general, where people will suppress the way that they feel because they don't want to look weak.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda.
Welcome back. I cannot believe it. This is going to be the final part. At least I'm assuming it's going to be the final part. I hope to God that this is the final part. We are at part 9 as of right now. If you are brand new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please, por favor, gracias. Now, I am extremely happy today, you guys. Like, let me just, first of all, we have gotten the infamous Kim Kardashian beat headphones in this box right now. I'm not going to open it. It's taking everything in me not to open it because I'm going to wait to do a review and unboxing straight video. I actually had no idea, you guys, that these were water resistant. I didn't even know. Also, I saw your comment asking why are they so expensive? Like, is it because of Kim Kardashian or is it because Apple's also attached to it? Great question, because I thought the same thing. And honestly, you guys, the reason I really was like gung-ho to buy it is because in the PR package, it came in a rock. And I was like, oh, I love that. Like, that's great. I want to put it with my crystals. You know what I mean? And then I found out, of course, like, it doesn't come with a rock. You have to be on the PR list. And like, let's talk about that for a second. Anyway, speaking of PR lists, my girl. So I got another package from Marie Madore, obviously. And if you guys don't already know who that is one of my friends. And I wanted to buy some of her merch and her products. And I personally just feel like if you're friends with somebody, you shouldn't be asking for no discount, okay? Because she was like, why didn't you use the discount code? I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not gonna do you like that. And it's the same with like, I don't know when I'm gonna come out with merch, you guys. It's gonna happen at some point. But when I come out with merch, like, I'm assuming like y'all are ready to rock with me. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't expect people to be like, oh my God, this is too expensive. Like, I don't know. I just feel like when you really support somebody, like you wanna do the most if you can. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and get this open before we hop into the end of confronting. Oh, how cute! Your support means so much to me, and Lincoln, we love you. Stop it. I'm gonna frame this, Marie. Stop. You have no idea. Like, I love her daughter so freaking much. Like, oh my gosh, like her dynamic with her daughter makes me want to have a daughter. Like, it makes me want to have children tomorrow, okay? Sperm bank, where is it at? GPS, very much that energy. But yeah, so I went ahead and got some items from her because one, the second she drops that new, I'm buying that. She has like one that's coming out that I'm so excited for. Ooh, okay, so I got like one of those like crop top zip up jackets. Reason being is because I am honestly so excited for it to get cold. In Texas right now, it's giving the devil's ass. I'll be honest, it's giving the devil's ass and I hate it. It's horrible and I can't, but I will definitely link her website in the description. Obviously you guys will get a discount code, but for me, you know, I wanted to fully support her and pay full price. So I also got some bands, and so I already have these Stay Fit virtual bands from Britney's line. People are just out here crushing it and I couldn't be more proud. So they come in different, you know, resistance obviously. So I will definitely be getting my big butt in. Let me not even say big butt because I'm really small right now. I will be getting myself back into the gym in September. I really need to get back on a calorie surplus diet, you guys. Like, it is so bad. Like, it's so hard to eat right now because I'm not on my depression medication. So it's just like, the only thing I've eaten today is like chips and queso, and I'm talking maybe like 10 chips and a dip of queso, and that's it. It's getting so bad. But also I do need to go shopping and go grocery shopping and just get some stuff going on because, child, the way I do not like how small I am right now. Like, yes, it looks good. Like, if I was like to be like naked, you know, it's gonna be like, dang girl, your body. Or if I have like a bikini on, it's like, dang girl, your body. But like, also I've lost so much muscle that it's pretty disappointing. I mean, I worked really hard to gain that muscle, so the fact that it's just like gone, but also muscle memory, so we're gonna be fine. You know what I mean? If you saw my skin yesterday and you were thinking, oh my gosh, she looks so good. No, I'm breaking out right here. Look, do you see this? Are you seeing this? I'm breaking out, and it's just so frustrating. Like, and I know I think it's stress, to be honest with you, because I've been pretty good with like my skin routine, but I am stressed. I'm not gonna lie to you. Speaking of stress, let's go ahead and hop into this video. We are literally 5 minutes of me rambling, so let's go ahead and finish this up and hear what Papa Gut has to freaking say. And I am so excited to see this video that you were telling me that I need to react to, because one, what do you mean he said you hurt Grandma Pearl? What do you guys mean by that? Because listen, the video that Ethan took off of my channel, and I don't care, anybody can say Pearl, it wasn't Ethan. I know anybody could say that, but for me, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, Ethan. So Ethan took that video off my channel, and I got a strike on my channel. That same video is on my second channel with no strike, available for people to watch. So just letting you know, I don't know if I'm gonna link it. I'm really not trying to get snatched up here, but just know it is on my second channel. Okay, so if you want the link, you just tell me. You watch that video and you tell me, was I deserving of getting a strike? I don't freaking think so.
Times by Taylor Lorenz. And I am basically the biggest advocate here for people who are unfairly smeared publicly. I lost my career.
My mic is muted, so I can't
speak.
speak.
Darkest place.
Because I'd like to talk.
This part right here, like, she speaks with so much conviction in the aspect of like, I am so important. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, where is the humble tone in your voice? Like, it's nowhere to be found, and it's very alarming, but also
Talk
entire
about Taylor
life
Lorenz.
after it happened. So I'm extremely sorry that you were both in this situation, and I hope that everyone has a chance to heal and learn from it and maybe change and do
both in the situation. Where do you what do you think, like, where did Dennis get the short end of the stick in this? I'm so confused on why she's saying this.
better moving forward. But anyway, I just want to say thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, well, thank you for doing this. I appreciate
Whoa.
it. Yeah,
She really
and
do.
you know,
I'm muted right
hopefully
now, so I can
this
get to say
was
whatever I
a
want.
sign.
What do I want?
Girl, I be trying to figure it out every day, please. What do I want? I don't know.
Of like the things that can be done on the internet. Two people who don't agree with each other
We already
come
played this
together
game, bro.
and try to have a conversation and work things out in public.
I don't want him to unmute me. I'm
Mind blowing.
That with Christian Walker, even though I got a lot of criticism for it, I don't agree with anything he has to say. He is kind of a basket case. There's a lot going on there. I did my best to push back. You know,
No, you didn't.
at the end of the day, I think it's important to have conversations like this because we all end up kind of understanding each other a little better and kind of hopefully moving towards a more positive direction as far as discourse goes, because everything is just so divided nowadays. It's just so A and B, and you know, you're the enemy, you're the villain, you're the good guy, you're, you know.
And why
so
is that,
I think
Dennis?
it's better to just
talk
talk
about
things
that.
out so we can all get along, hopefully. So yeah, I want to thank everybody who.
We don't necessarily live in a world where we all have to get along. I think that's like something I'm really beginning to learn within myself. It's just like, we're not all here to like get along, you know, like there's just some people you're just not going to get along with, and that's just how it is, you know, and you just have to figure out how to communicate with them depending on the setting that you're in, period.
Who took the time to listen in and stop by and
I'm very sweaty.
talk and do their
Very
thing.
sweaty right now.
And yeah, any final words? Anybody who's here as a speaker? Anybody else want to say anything?
As a speaker. I thought it was mediators.
Okay, I'm going to take that as that's the end of it. So I'm going to end this very long Twitter Spaces. I think like I said, I think this has been productive, even though
Y'all would literally never catch me on Twitter, you guys. Like, it's just not my vibe. Like, it's just so toxic on there. And I feel the same with Instagram now. So if you've been to my Instagram lately and you're like, dang, she literally took all of her pictures off. Like, yes, I'm sick of giving people my energy, and I'm sick of people having the access to me, to be honest with you, especially when they don't freaking deserve it. So yeah, I went ahead and just was like, I might take a whole 6-month hiatus on Instagram, because I am so much more than my looks, and I'm sick of people not realizing that.
That's like
Papa
a huge
Gut and I
star.
don't really see eye to eye.
We would have, but
I
you
hope
destroyed that
there's
bridge,
somewhat
brother.
of an
So,
understanding of where I'm coming from when I do what I do.
very dishonest place.
And
And
yeah, I
he's
appreciate
unmuted,
everybody
so
who
I'm just
stayed,
talking.
stopped by,
I'm muted,
and
so.
see all of you very, very soon. I'm gonna go feed my dogs.
Yo.
Hope all of you have a wonderful end of your day.
Wow.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. Incredible.
Wow was right.
Wow. Incredible.
Incredible is absolutely correct.
Cool stuff. So you know what's really interesting here
Yeah.
is that my wife popped in before because I didn't want to, and she popped in and she was like, "Oh, you know, it's funny because he mentioned something about how he doesn't have the time because he's always working to watch full videos, and yet he was able to do like a 7-hour fucking Twitter space to explain how royally he fucked up." Listen, for those of you who might be saying Papa Gut, you might have been a little aggressive. I need you to truly understand something.
Where was he aggressive? I really don't think y'all know what aggressive is. Because let me tell you something. I would love for you guys to see me in an angry state on a Twitter Spaces, on a live, a Zoom, whatever it is. I would love for y'all to see that because let me tell you something. I am not somebody you want to see upset. I am not somebody that you want to see upset. I am so serious. It's not a pretty sight.
I am an incredibly charitable individual. Okay? Our first conversation, if you watch it, based on our interaction, based on what he was trying to do.
Yeah, the first one was bad. It was brutal.
Poorly frame me and just trying to take like a rhetorical win. Because he had a bigger audience. I forgave him for that. And
oh my gosh, honestly, speaking of that, you guys, remember how I was like, Papa Gut has a video that's like over 400,000 views or something like that? Why did I not know that Dennis has videos that are over 1 million views? I just knew this like last week. I was like, I'm sorry. I really didn't know who that man was at all whatsoever for such a long time. Like, I was just like, who is this person? Like, I really don't know who. I went and saw it and I was just like, oh, well, look at my dumb self putting my foot in my mouth. Child, let me shut up.
Apologize if his audience didn't realize he was wrong.
Correct.
After that, he admitted openly that he just came on the live recently to troll and call me an incel. That invalidates any genuinity. Everybody else was telling me he's disingenuous, he's disingenuous, he's disingenuous, he's disingenuous. And I was still like, I'll have a beer with the guy. I'll hang out with the guy. I will talk to him.
Insane.
Following up to this conversation, I know people are saying, well, you're being aggressive. Dennis was screaming in the first conversation, and Dennis plays these really dishonest games where he leads the conversation away from a point because he's a coward and he knows he's fucking wrong.
Boom.
I know people are like, Papa Gut, you should.
Coward. So that is why I added that Jordan Peterson clip. Really him just talking about like why weak people are a detriment to the world and why not having the courage to be vulnerable and speak up and speak your damn mind is literally like not a good thing, regardless of what you think you're protecting or whatever power you have. It's literally so annoying to me when I come across people that don't like understand that. Like, it drives me insane. And I'm not saying everybody in the world has to be strong, but it's like, if you don't show vulnerability, like I personally don't understand that, just because I hid that for so many years of my life that it's like, I'm at a point where it's like a Coke bottle that's been shook up, you know. It's like I'm just exploding at this point. Like, I don't care who I hurt in the process. I don't care if I hurt myself in the process. I'm still gonna stand up for what the hell I believe, and like that's it, done deal. Like, it's very simple for me to understand that like I'm here for the greater good, point blank period, no matter if it's in a professional setting, if it's in a creative setting, if it's with my friends, if it, like whatever it may be. Like, that's really where like my focus always lies. It always lies there, regardless of anything. And I think that is because I've been through so much pain. And like, when people have been through so much pain, they don't want to endure it on purpose anymore. So they feel the need to constantly like call stuff out and like, that's wrong, you shouldn't say that, or you know what it is, like whatever it may be, or even just like making people laugh or smile, like whatever it is. Like, for example, comedians, right? So probably shouldn't have brought comedians into this one, but you know what I mean.
Relax. This is like, you guys have to understand, when I'm engaging, like, I know some people might be like, Papa Gut, you got a little, okay. But you know what? That's what he needs. He is a child. He does need to be spoken to like a fucking child, because nobody in their right mind would have talked to somebody else like that. In their right mind, these heavily insinuated, oh, you're a pedophile. The jokes about my wife's trauma, basically, insane. It took so much pushing just to get him to actually pretend to apologize. Originally, he's like, well, the line's different for different people. And then, well, I'm sorry you took it that way, until he finally felt forced to apologize because I wouldn't let him get off with this fucking bullshit. Okay? That's it.
Literally.
That's it.
That's it.
So listen, I'm not like, yeah, duh. I never wanted this interaction to happen in the first place. Do you think it was stupid? It's dumb. Like, the whole thing was fucking dumb.
I think I would have freaking sued. I ain't gonna lie. I think I would have went, because the thing is like, I'm not a man, right? So I don't really know like what that would feel like as a man. But it's like, if I was a man and I had like a wife and kids and like a reputation that I really was like here to uphold, and I had somebody that was like bigger saying that I was like this, that, and the third, and then tagging the FBI, I am bringing some legalities into this immediately, because who are you? Who are you? Who, like, literally, who are you? You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean to be rude, but like, the whole like place that we are within this internet world, if you will, with the followers and the verified and the streamers and the Twitch people and the TikTokers, it's just like, it's still at the end of the day, who are you? And I'm sorry, but that's just how it's gonna be for me, because you're not really out here like changing lives. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people will literally put these people above like the doctors and the nurses and the scientists and the people that are really out here trying to make the world better. And like, what are you doing other than just like regurgitating information? You know what I mean? Like, I crave authenticity, you guys. I can't explain how much I crave it. I crave it to the point where like the second I don't see it, I don't even want to be around that person. I don't even want to like be on that platform. Like, it bothers my soul, because it's just, I've been around so much fake since I was born. It just drives me insane.
But I gotta play this. I gotta play this fucking game with Deff because he wants to be a slanderous piece of shit.
He sure does.
There's almost no way I would ever forgive him. He would have to show real change, but I don't think he ever is going to, because he doesn't care.
Do they ever?
He doesn't care.
Do they ever care?
He is more interested in looking virtuous than being a moral-centered person.
Correct.
Just the way he framed and said, I said everybody was stupid, that I agree with Deff. What I said was, I understand you guys give him charitability, and I think you're great people. I know Dennis based on our interactions, and that's not how he interacts with me. Okay? That's it. And I know, like, and Nicholas Diorio, and I want you to be absolutely honest with you. I think Nick is a really good guy. I do, actually. I like genuinely think, I like Nick. He's a cool guy. I'm going to meet up with him. If he wants to meet up with me, right? I would think it would be cool because we both live in a similar area. Nicholas Diorio, I think he's a cool guy. And I know that, like, when he was in there, he's like, this is getting off the rails. But, like, it really wasn't. Based on the way that a lot of people in the commentary community act, like, that makes sense. Papa, you're getting too angry. I wasn't getting angry. We have a problem in general where people will suppress the way that they feel because they don't want to look weak. I was being very concise, even when I was getting aggravated.
Right there. Let's say it again. Let's say it again. Because, wow. And it's so annoying. It's like, I don't understand this whole, like, I don't want to come off weak stuff. It's just like, bro. Oh, just express your emotions and shut the hell up. It's very simple. Express what you have to say and shut up. If you can't do that, you should have never opened your mouth the first time. The first time, okay?
Even when I was getting more emotionally driven.
So annoying.
And I was relaying a point. And Nick, I love you to death. The fact that you think that I was playing the oppression Olympics, like, that I would weaponize, like, bro.
That alone.
When I talk about this traumatic.
That alone, that comment alone could only come from the whites. I'm sorry. Because, I've never been in a situation where, like, for example, I've always had friends that were like foreign or they were Asian or just something, right? And they would have like maybe a story, with their mom being abusive or something like that, right? I would never be like, yeah, but you're not African, so I'm the one that has been damaged way more than you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hate that happened though, but I win. I'm the top victim. Like, I fully don't understand people that operate from that mindset. It's so weird to me because I'm just like, I don't even think about it like that. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even fix my lips. I couldn't even fix my lips to say something like that. Like, what?
Situation, and I'm really tired of talking about it, this is not something that's positive for like my relationship. You do understand this, right?
Right.
It's not something that's fun. Hey, internet, let's all have the central focus be this. This is, we hate it. But it's necessary to drive home a point.
Right.
And I don't think Nick meant that in a malicious way. But you have to understand that, like, when I talk about things, it's not to make you feel bad for me.
Same
I don't
here.
do that. I didn't even want to post that video, but I felt it was necessary.
Exactly.
To show that weakness that I got a little offended. Well, that I got very upset, right? This isn't like a performative game. People on the internet play performative games, but this isn't like a performative game to me.
Right.
I'm ready every single day to lose my career as a content creator and go get a real fucking job. That's how I've always tried to interact. Every single time, I do my best to be as genuine as possible. I hate virtue signaling pieces of shit. I will leave if I lose my fucking career for saying something that I really feel strongly about. Then that's life, brother. That's life. I'm not trying to do an appeal to people. I don't talk about these things. I don't always go like, did you know this happened? I generally like to advocate, like sexual assault advocation. But, you know?
I'm so sick of it. Like, I'm at the point, y'all, that like I don't even want to have sex ever again. I don't want to have sex ever again. I don't want to date anyone ever again. I don't want to even think of marriage, anything of that sort. Like, I'm very much closed off to the entire aspect of it. And I don't want, and like what my therapist was saying is like I'm giving too much power to the situation that happened. But for me, it's just like, I'm tired. It's very simple. I'm tired of shitty people. I'm tired of shitty men. I'm tired of people lying. I'm tired of people manipulating me, using money, all these other things to get me to do what they want. Like, I am effing tired. Like, I don't give a damn if Drake was in my DMs. I'm not going out with you. Like, that's where I'm at right now. Like, that's how, like, exhausted I am from just the way I have been, like, mishandled my entire life. Like, I am tired. I'm sick of it.
That was the biggest problem I had with that conversation, was that, like, my wife even said, this motherfucker, my wife is a fucking asshole. No, she's not. I love her to death, but she's always right. And it's fucking annoying. She says, you should not go into that Twitter Spaces because this is the game Dennis is playing. Now, that's an assumption, but all of her assumptions about Dennis have been 100% correct from the start.
Yikes.
What was the game that we were playing? People were in there running field for Dennis. He was more interested in appealing to those people than to me, over and over again. Well, we've been here for hours. These people were really nice to me. Why aren't you being nice to me? Over and over again.
Also,
that's just your experience.
when people were talking, so let's say when Papa God was talking or when someone stepped in to talk, was that not a good time for you to feed them dogs? I'm just curious. Was that not a good time for you to feed them dogs? I have seen people feed their dogs. Does it take that long to feed your dogs? Like, don't you have like a little like scooper and you just put it in the... Let me shut up. I ain't got no dog.
Experience with me, but I'm a good person. I'm a this, I'm a that. Over and over and over again. This was the rhetorical game.
And over again.
Right? And I had to go into it. So I was like, I want to talk about this. I want to push him on his shit. I hear him running the fence for, oh, these are just jokes. You're not funny. What the fuck? Bro, nobody that's funny needs to tell people that they're funny.
Seriously.
Why do you need people to say, I'm funny? I'm a comedian. I'm like Stephen Colbert. You know, like, do you know who I want to be like truly? Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
And I'm nowhere near the man.
Nah.
Jon Stewart is an incredible intellect.
He is. Actually.
He is funny. He's smart. He's sincere. He cares. He's the person I want to be.
Listen, so my first year of college, I had a professor that was obsessed with Jon Stewart, and she would always bring, like things that he said about like the environment, the political standard. It was like a government class, and I just loved it. I just loved it because it was just like, I don't know. I feel like that time is something I can't get back now. Like, I feel like that time period is over. Like, it's very, I don't know. Like, who did they replace him with? Trevor? I'm gonna shut up.
But I will never be him. But that's like a role model in like my internet space is how gay, fuck you, all right? That's who I want to be. But I would never, I'm just like Stephen Colbert. You're comparing yourself to Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert is an intelligent person that's actually funny. I don't really enjoy him as much anymore. I'm getting older. I enjoyed him. I used to enjoy Stephen Colbert more than Jon Stewart. Now there's a reverse. But you say, oh, I'm like Stephen Colbert. What? In what way? What accomplishment do you have?
What accomplishment do you have? No, that's what I mean by like, who are you? Like, because literally, if I were to literally tell my dad, like, yeah, I made a video about Deff noodles. His name's Dennis. My dad would be lost. Who is that?
Like you, and listen, if you didn't make the comparison, we wouldn't be here. But what are you talking about? What success do you have? Bro, listen, fuck it. You're sitting here and you're telling people, I studied comedy. I went to comedy school. I have comedic friends. Really? Or do you? Oh, I was standing around talking to all the comedy guys. We were hanging out after a show once. What was it? A Tuesday night that they needed to fill?
Bye. I need you to stop.
Like, what do you think that they actually think of you, Dennis?
No, really though. Really.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's insane that you have to keep telling us that you're all so fucking funny. I'm funny.
I'm funny. I'm hilarious.
That's comedian. I'm a comedian.
Stop. Because no, for real.
Insane. What the fuck are you talking about? Why don't you live up to your own moral values? Because you'd be a lot funnier if when people said, Dennis, you're not funny, you say, maybe I should be funny.
I don't think it's something it can be taught.
I saw a little bit of Dennis's bit.
It can't be taught.
And it seems like he's trying to be Curtis Connor. I'm not even insulting Curtis Connor.
Curtis Connor is a legend, point blank, period.
I saw Curtis Connor talking about,
I love
like,
him.
he was doing like a little bit of a bit. I mean, it wasn't like for
Love
me,
him.
but like people were laughing. He was getting his audience engaged. Like that's the subjectiveness of comedy. But Deff like doesn't have an audience that thinks he's funny. His audience is like, Dennis, we don't even like, dude, in our first interaction, everybody's like, I don't think Dennis, Dennis, I didn't really think you were a comedian. I thought you were just a guy who kind of talks about YouTube drama. That's what your audience is telling you. Right? It seems like you're imitating somebody that's a successful comedian. Curtis Connor is a successful comedian. But unsuccessfully. So shout out to that one girl, that one person that was running a little defense for me.
Oh yeah.
Because we were in a situation where everybody was running defense for Dennis, and I understand their perspective, which is why I'm not mad at them. But like, you know, I know what's going on, and I know that now that Dennis has been called out fully for his shit. He's playing the guys. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a bad guy.
I'm a good one.
I'm not a bad guy. Buy my T-shirt of Papa Got Crying.
No, really though, like, come on, dude.
You get to know the best of a person when they're like right in the middle of their darkest moments. And Dennis has been in his darkest fucking moment every single time we're interacting. And it is unhinged. It is screaming, calling me a pedophile. And even if you think that was, I could have acted better in that conversation, that was the way I act in my more dark moments. You might be like, Papa God, it was a little aggressive. But I'm not going to let some fucking kid push me on shit. We have a problem with fucking grown-ass men acting like fucking kids on the internet. You're 27 years old. Act like it.
Let's all just laugh at that. I will see y'all in the next one because... Stop! This man actually thought he was 27 years old. Woohoo! Papa!
Put it out the coupe in the lot. 12 for a squat. Busting all the bells out the box. Hit the lick.